All right, what's up everybody? It is Tuesday, July 23rd, and I'm gonna be showing you my leg workout along with just my daily routine at the moment and a little bit of my eating. So I think it'll be good for me to show my leg progress on this page a lot for the next couple months and years. My legs are a very underdeveloped part of my body along with my calves. I've had a lot of leg injuries the last couple of years with baseball and being an athlete and having to manage the workload with all that. So I'm excited to show the progress that's going to be made. I feel like that'll be very realistic for me to show. Obviously, something like my back that I've been able to hit consistently for the last 4 or 5 years, that's hard to compare and hard to relate to if somebody hasn't really been working out consistently. So my legs will be a good thing to show. I'm excited to see the progress and show people that for the next, coming months and years. So that'll be good. My current routine, I'm hitting legs about every 4 or 5 days. And that's the same with my upper body. I go day 1 back, day 2 chest, day 3 arms, and day 4 usually will be shoulders and legs. I'm switching that up a little bit this week just with baseball, but usually that's the routine. I don't really take any off days. I usually just go those 4 days and keep it going every single day. But yeah, I usually go about 8 to 10 sets of everything that I'm doing. For legs, I'll go 6 for more of like quad based exercises, and then 6 for more of hamstrings, and then I'll add in some calves in there. All right, first set was a little bit too easy, so I'm gonna record this set, film this one, and using straps, make sure my forearms don't hold me back on this set. So here we go. That's not realistic to think that you're gonna get better every single week. It's just not gonna happen. It doesn't happen that fast. So next week I might try and get the 65s for 20. I might try and do the 100s for 5 or 6, but there's gonna be a lot of weeks where I either stay the same or sometimes I might even get worse. It doesn't always mean you're getting weaker. It just could mean a lot of different factors in you throughout the week, So it's gonna happen over a long period of time. You can't expect to get better every single time. So it's just not how it works. But yeah, that's kind of the idea for every single movement, is that over a span of a month or a couple months is that you're continually increasing your weight while trying to keep that tempo the same. So now we're gonna go with a barbell RDL. Try to have a good eccentric on this and really feel it in my glutes and hamstrings. So here we go. Alright, so after a couple tough sets of Bulgarian and RDL, definitely feeling both my quads and hamstrings. So now I'm going to hit some leg extension and some leg curl after that. So I'll just show a set of leg extension, but same concepts apply here. Trying to control the eccentric, get a good stretch, get a good squeeze in, and try and go close to failure. So here we go. All right, so that was the full leg workout. I ended up doing 2 sets of leg curl that I didn't show. And overall, that would be 6 sets of more hamstring focused exercises and then 7 sets of more quad focused exercises. Along with that, I did 4 sets of calves at the end. That's something that I really have to focus on. I've got pretty small calves right now, and I would venture to say, if you're watching my video, you probably do too. So hit your calves. Overall for me, doing about 6 or 7 sets, that's kind of just a work in progress. It's trial and error. I've been hitting my upper body about 8 to 10 sets every 4 days, each body part for a while now, and that's something that's a volume that I found is really good for me, especially when I'm going to failure. So the legs, it's just more of a work in progress. I'm seeing what works and what doesn't. So here in the future, I might change that up a little bit, but right now I like that and I'll probably stick with that. So I'll get into a little bit of what I'm eating. All right, so it is about 11:30. I'm eating my second meal of the day. My first meal was some eggs and salsa, a little bit of like a protein type coffee, which was about 500 calories, about 50 grams of protein. So that's where I was at. I just cooked up a little bit of like a fajita plate, so I'll show that. A little bit of like chicken, onions and peppers, a little bit of beans, and then some salsa, a little bit of lettuce and tomato on there. So for me, I am in a little bit of a deficit right now, calorie deficit of about 400 to 500 calories just before our trip coming up in a couple days. I just wanted to get a little bit leaner. But this is a meal that really helps me stay in that deficit and stay full throughout the day. I'm a big advocate of having like a good relationship with food and not just making, chicken and rice and broccoli for every single meal. Like, this is a meal for me that I can actually enjoy. I look forward to eating it, and it's only about 500 calories. And so I can stay on track with what I'm doing while also enjoying my food. So that for me is a big thing. What I try and do is I try and find foods that I really like. So if I like, like some Mexican food, like some fajitas and beans and stuff like that, then I can make that. I can make a couple different changes with that meal and make it to where it's a pretty healthy meal. So I just won't drench my onions and peppers and chicken with oil. I'll do a little bit, but just nothing crazy. I'll fill the plate with a little bit more beans, a little bit more lettuce and tomato. And that right there will take a good amount of calories off, and I can still eat it. I put a lot of seasonings on it, and that is going to allow me to stay on track and still achieve my goals. So I'll have about two more of these meals today. They're about 500, 600 calories. And then maybe like a little bit of a snack, like a protein bar or something like that. And I'll be at about 2,600 calories, and that'll be a little bit of a deficit for me. But yeah, overall I'll have a couple more of these meals. I'm gonna feel full because all of them are high in volume, a little bit lower in calories, and yeah, so staying on track with that. But overall, about 2,600 calories and a little bit of a deficit today. So that is that.